welcome back. Keep joining us on a Saturday morning. We've got a weekend of helping other people scanning their sheep too. Hopefully it's quiet. I'm on call. I've got my phone. Today I'm helping Jack and Alison again. If you saw the worm egg count video, that was their sheep. We're back at their place, or one of their rented bits, and they're scanning today. Pregnancy scanning, so that's why I'm just trying to keep my voice down, because they're moving some of the sheep. And this particular batch of sheep are easy cares. People tend to have quite strong opinions about easy care sheep, but one thing I think even their supporters would acknowledge is that they're slightly flighty. Here's the plan. Those sheep are meant to come through the gateway, across the road, through that gateway on the left. I'm stood in the road to make sure they don't turn down the wrong way. Of course, I go in to help, being the good bloke I am. We get them turned through the gateway. They go through, magic. Of course, I'm not stood there, so they shoot down the road the wrong way. Jack zips past on the quad bike, heroically jumps over the hedge at one end and turns them, of course, about 10 feet before the gate. They see a hole in the hedge and go in the field that's just behind the camera. So, as Jack says, we'll do them second.
These ones obviously want to be second. Edit that out, guys.
Pardon?
Edit that out.
Yeah. At this point, it's probably worth explaining why farmers scan their sheep. Well, the first reason is probably to find the empties, that is the ewes that aren't pregnant, aren't in lamb. Why do they do that? It allows them to get them sold now rather than at lambing time or after lambing time. It means they're not having to spend money on feed, treatments and bedding over the rest of the winter and the spring. Typically, on a normal year in a healthy flock, it should be around 2 or 3%. Secondly, it's an early warning system. So if the barren rate, which is the number of empties, is really high, then you can work with your vet at this point, take some samples, work out what the cause is of those empty ewes and prevent that happening again next year. And finally, it's to do with management at lambing. So sheep are a bit like Goldilocks. It's very easy to overdo and underdo the feeding, which both lead to issues. So by finding out which ewes have 3 lambs, 2 lambs or 1 lamb, you can tailor the feeding to those needs, because as you can imagine, a ewe that's carrying 3 lambs is going to be significantly more hungry than one that is carrying 1. Finally, once you're in the lambing shed, if you lamb in a shed, you can spot the singles when they're lambing, and you can quickly zip over, get a pet lamb and adopt it on to your single, meaning she has 2, and you empty out your pet lamb box, which is always a good thing. Jack and Alison done. I think that was Neil Creighton doing them, well known in these parts as a scanner, down from Berwick, and I'm not entirely sure, I think they hit about 170, so they're pleased with that. The best performing bunch of the lot was actually that set of blackies and swales you saw at the end. I don't think there was a single one empty. Just shows you those blackies, when you bring them down onto some good ground like this, they can do a job. So we're back, day 2 of the scanning weekend. We're here again with the Scots. You saw them in the video with the processing fat cattle. We've got a celebrity scanner today, here with Cammy from the sheep game. So we'll see what he can do.
Hey, come on. Hi. Come on.
One there, one away up at 12 o'clock. One just in the middle now there. There's one down here now at 2 o'clock, 2 o'clock, 12 o'clock, 11 o'clock, and then if you get our guts right up, there's one above that again, coming down into the picture about 12 o'clock.
That's like a tabletop.
Oh, why not? Quick snippet, we're getting towards the end of the day here, but something I wanted to show you, this straw. So this is rape straw, so for those of you who don't know, that's straw made from the dried stems of oilseed rape. That's if you're driving up the motorway and you see all those fields of yellow, sort of early summer, that is oilseed rape. The seeds are collected to make vegetable oil. Straw, once it's dried, makes great bedding for ewes and lambs, and the reason why is because it's so dry and particularly absorbent, keeps the conditions underfoot really dry, which helps keep the prevalence of lameness down. So that's just a quick one for you while we're here. You probably just see, again it's a bit dark, but hopefully you can see just kind of how dry and stemmy that is. The astute amongst you have probably noticed this isn't my normal truck. Normally I'm in red, strength, danger. If you know any farm vets, you know our cars live a very hard life. Mine is back in the shop already, this time with a broken spring. So this is how you know you're working for a good team. It's when you break one of the company cars and they give you one of theirs. I don't know if you can see me at all, but that's it done for the weekend. So another great scan today. Lots of lambs and those mules, as there always are. And back to work tomorrow. Until next time.